I want to talk to you a little bit about the BioWell system. I was asked about what are some of the things that this camera can do to demonstrate how your stress levels change or your wellness improves one way or the other, or doesn't, based on being in a physical location, for example. So maybe you go to camp or you go to a retreat out in the woods, or you go to the beach, or there's maybe like a cave that you go to that's makes you feel different. Whatever the case is, there's a lot of different areas where people feel different energetically, or they feel like their health is improved. And this could be something that has zero to do with geography. This may have something to do with your workout routine, or exercises that you've been doing, or maybe there's a daily regimen that you have of weightlifting or jogging. What would be good to do with this system would be to measure your energy before you go on one of these trips, or before you do your exercise routines, and then you take your measurement afterwards, and this kind of gives you a better idea of what your stress levels are, what your energy reserves are. It literally will create several different charts that demonstrate how your energy is flowing using this system. And I wanted just to give you a quick description, and I'll show you really quick all that's involved with taking an image. It's quite easy. You just place your hand, each finger, depending on the type of scan you're doing. There's basic scans where you just do one or two fingers, and there's full scans where you do all your fingers. But it works basically like this, where you put your finger in, you just click on the mouse, and then it's better probably if somebody's doing it for you. And and then you get a report that shows you everything. And I wanted to give you a quick background based on some of the information that's in the report. It says that the BioWell GDV camera is a non-intrusive way to measure human energy fields using a specialized camera and software system. The BioWell has been developed by Dr. Karatov and brings the powerful technology known as gas discharge visualization, GDV, or electrophotonic imaging, EPI technique, to market in a more accessible way than ever before. Okay, I don't want to be too marketing with this material because I really want to give you a real idea of what it does, in my own language here. But that's a good way of describing it. And I also, it says here also, when a scan is conducted, a weak electrical current is applied to the fingertip for less than a millisecond. In response to this stimulus, fingertips emit electrons, which are striking and exciting air molecules. Excited air molecules create gas discharge or glow. This glow is captured by the video camera, and then the digital image of the glow is processed by the BioWell software to show energy and stress evaluations. Each scan returns a wealth of meaningful information to provide you with a truly holistic view of the state of your well being. All right, and then so some of the things that you might find useful. It says here the BioWell presents analysis of the energy field and allows to see its day-to-day transformation and influence of different treatments, situations, and stimulus to the energy field, and hence to the condition of a person. Um, BioWell analysis has the following outcomes: allows to define organs and systems of the body which need attention. It makes assessments of the follow up response of the body to different influences, treatments, emotions, mobile phones, etc. And it provides information on the psycho emotional state and level of stress, anxiety. And it also allows measure response of the body to different medications, supplements, and food. Um, Remind you guys, the BioWell is not a medical instrument. It is not designed for medical diagnostics. It measures energy and stress of a person. Also, it does do environmental measurements, which you might find useful, but we can get into that another time. But I just wanted to show you really quick some of the analysis charts that it creates. It'll kind of give you on a scale on your stress levels, from 0 to 10, 10 being a state of distress and 0 being a state of total calm. Your energy levels, and actually giving you an idea, a visualization, and kind of letting you know where that rests on a color band. so that you know what good or bad is, which one is healthy, which one is a sense of that you're less than well, I guess you could say. And I'll just step you through some of these slides here so you can just get some quick examples of what the report looks like on your own time. Again, I'm just going to give this to be a quick summary. And you can see here that it shows you the yin and yang meridians, things of that nature. The energy flow charts I've personally found quite useful for my own, checking into things involving my own body. I found these to be very, very accurate relative to the regions where I've had energy disturbances or felt anomalies within my health. And it's helped me kind of fine tune my regimens and locate the areas that to concentrate on. For example, this one here, I noticed that when I was able to drill down on this chart, it was actually quite useful to me. The yang of the gallbladder one, for example, and it helped me develop some exercises where I was able to get a lot of relief in many regions of my body, in my neck and in my shoulder blades, by simply concentrating on massaging this part of my skull on the sides where it's kind of difficult to reach. And it's data like that that's if I had not seen this chart, I wouldn't have seen that interconnectivity is all. So things like that are pretty useful. And then um, the thing that I think that people might find more interesting is if, especially if you're doing something that's trying to measure the results of whatever it is that you're doing. So, for example, if you have an event where people show up and you want to demonstrate before and after results, these are great charts that you can produce that show a person's biofield, the different flares that exist before and after, and then also energy comparisons. What is the levels of energy, and it will overlay a few different colors. I mean, you can actually do many different comparisons on one chart, provided you can read the data and then print out that chart for your own takeaway. And you can even do these types of comparison charts to show, okay, here's how I was when I started this routine, whether it's a location that you go to or maybe it's a workout that you're doing. Maybe you start at the beginning, you do one measurement, you see how you're doing in the middle of it, and then you see how you're doing at the end of it. And you can create a comparison charts to show what your stress, energy, and balance levels, things like that. So those are just some quick things I wanted to show you. If you'd like to know more, feel free to reach out to me in the description section. I'd be happy to answer any questions for you. I'm available to do these types of measurements for people, or you can ask me questions about what it might take to learn more about how this works relative to your environment. I'm researching these things at a more of an environmental level, but I can do these types of scans for people, and I can also help you um, get in touch with what else it would make to make that possible. So if you'd like to reach out to me for that, feel free to contact me. Details are in the description section, and thank you for listening and watching. Appreciate it.